Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
This is Brown Sock.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And this week we have Lauren,
Oh,
Pelican,
Jacob.
and Daniel.
Daniel.
Damn.
What were we just talking about? We were just talking about something like...
I want to
say
let
15 seconds ago?
Daniel. I want to
don't
let
remember.
Daniel try on his own.
Come on, Dan. You can do it. We believe in you.
Got this.
I have
your
a very
brain.
insanely short-term memory,
Use
apparently.
your hippocampus.
I believe in you.
Go.
We were talking something to do with games, I know that much.
Okay.
Because that's who we are.
That's in the right track, I believe.
I do believe.
I do.
I really...
Damn it. I do. declare.
I remember the first time I had one of these monsters.
It's terrible. Yeah.
The monster.
No, I love the monster, but still.
I remember the first time
Anyway,
I had one of these.
Anyway,
Yeah,
what were
well-
we talking about?
I don't know. For the first time today,
Somebody opened my
I
tea,
didn't
I don't
have
know
a
who it
monster
was.
when I
You
woke up.
opened your tea.
No, I didn't.
Oh, he opened your tea.
No, he opened his tea.
I knew somebody opened it. I was like,
No, you opened the tea. No, I pointed the finger. I broke the dam.
no, I broke the dam.
We all broke the dam.
Anyway,
But I
No,
literally
literally,
broke it down.
yeah, but today was the first day I didn't wake up with the monster.
Oh,
For
really?
like the first time in
like,
a
a year.
couple months.
Oh.
Oh. That's really weird.
It was the first.
the first in a long time. The first in a very large string of events.
It was the first, Dan. The first. Now I like playing video games a lot. That's why I joined
games
Soldier.
are
I'm no longer trying to be subtle.
Whoa.
Yeah, video games is like basically our heart.
Yeah.
Video
that
games
pumps
is our
in our
life.
core.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
like for the first time, I feel like we were actually becoming like a corp. What the hell, Daniel?
What?
We've been trying. We've been giving you the most obvious hints
I
to what
don't
we were
understand.
We were
We're
talking about the first video games we've
that we
ever played.
Oh.
Okay, I just want to bring up that one time this is, a couple times this has happened to me before. Not with Daniel, but I have a friend Jesse, and he was trying to find out who the actor was in I don't know which movie it was specifically, but it was in an Adam Sandler movie, and we kept dropping huge hints on him. And
I think I said something like,
the last thing I said was, yeah, I was gonna go to the beach later today and build an Adam Sandler castle. And he still didn't catch it. He was like, who's that actor? And I'm like,
That
oh,
is
God.
absolutely terrible.
Also, there was another one with my friend Warren.
"Oh, yeah, he's really
Warren
bad about
Andes.
those things."
We're trying to guess what his middle name was. He said it's the
Hypotenuse.
It's this was with Jacob. Jacob didn't catch this. He said, it's the first name of a really influential writer, and
Steven.
And
it's William. He was talking about Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Oh.
And,
For some reason, I couldn't catch that
And-
at all. Like,
but it got to the point where I was like, you know how like physics, right? When you throw a spear, it gets all like
Shaky?
it shakes as it goes through the air. It's like wobbly. It's like a shaky spear, like a Shakespeare. And Jacob still didn't catch it.
and then right after you told me, I was like, "God damn it!"
I was like, it's William.
I didn't pick up on any hints. Like, I don't
No.
know why.
That was like, I was
just
like,
didn't
We were
pick
like
up any-
the first.
I like, it was.
Anyway, first video games we ever played. Is that what we want to talk about?
No, not first, but one of like the best impressions on. Like,
What
one of-
really
one of the
started us
first video
gaming?
games you have, yeah.
What really
What?
started us gaming?
Kind of the same question.
Mario.
Mario.
I don't remember it, but that's
Nintendo,
the
as far as
reason.
I can tell, was like everybody's childhood, right? Is that safe to say
Around
that?
around this
early
table.
bit.
around this age group.
around
Yeah.
this age group. But there are people.
At least the Nintendo 64 was.
Yeah, Nintendo 64 was probably the
Specifically.
first console that I played. So
I remember.
I was on the
I have
Super.
fond memories of playing the original
Oh, shit.
Nintendo.
No, I had a Sega Saturn. I still have a Sega Saturn up in a shed somewhere.
up in the
have-
shed.
I have one of the Sega handheld, the really big ones. I got
One
that
of the really big ones.
from my dad when he was on a corporate visit. He went and bought them new. He bought them new.
Oh, that sounds
Jeez,
terrible.
dude. At that time, they were like
Yeah, they were
Expensive.
expensive. But I remember I had Tetris.
Ooh,
I had
you were the
Tetris.
coolest kid on the
I had
block. Your friends would
Tetris
come over just to see you move blocks
for-
and shit.
That and I was like, oh, Tetris. But really got bored of Tetris really quick because I
It's
was
Tetris.
I was a young.
No offense to Tetris. I like Tetris, actually.
No, I like. But I remember my brother had like
Minecraft, which is still more moving blocks.
yeah, my brother had like the Lion King, and I was
How far
so
we've
jealous. I was so jealous of my brother because he got the Lion King, which was such a better game than Tetris, and I was just pissed off. I remember being so pissed off at my brother because of that
Because he had the Lion King.
King, and I had Tetris.
I don't think I'd ever be jealous of someone with the Lion King game.
I was a little kid. I was just a kid.
So what started your gaming habits?
Oh, hell if I know. It
Okay.
was, it was
Lauren
there and I used
Lauren,
it.
Lauren doesn't remember his childhood. You forget this.
Lauren doesn't remember it a lot.
like,
That's true.
like I think the earliest memory that Lauren has was
Yesterday night.
what,
Like, what did we have for dinner last night? What did you have for dinner tonight?
Rice.
Exactly.
Soy
That was
sauce.
4 hours ago. 4 hours to 12
Rice.
hours.
We
is
had
this-
rice last
alright.
night too. I had a bunch of rice.
Okay, so maybe
Boom.
24.
Yeah, but there's a thing.
Close to it.
There's a thing in psychology that I know that there's a reason why he can't remember what he had for dinner last night.
It's because it was
But there's
pointless.
a reason he can. Yeah, pretty much. But
That's-
there's a
there's
reason
no
he can
reason.
remember other things.
Is this the doorway effect?
No.
Because I like that effect.
No.
That
Anyways,
effect is awesome.
I'm not familiar,
doorway.
actually.
You guys
you
don't
walk
know
through
the
a
doorway
door and you
effect?
forget what you were thinking about.
Oh, okay, yeah, the
Oh,
doorway.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
That
It's like-
happens a lot with me.
I love that. That's hilarious because you're walking, having a conversation with someone, and then you just, oh, what? Oh.
what was I? What did I
Mine's on
just
reset,
say?
And you're like,
Why did
Oh,
I
yeah,
walk
that-
out of this room?
oh yeah, that thing. That's awesome.
Yeah,
And if you see it happen to someone, you just like, yes, that's the best.
I've had moments where I don't remember opening and closing a door.
That
behind
happens
me.
a lot, actually.
I was like, I went to the bathroom once, and I'm like, how did I get in here? I was like, wait, I don't remember leaving my bedroom.
What about the object in your hand
Oh my
effect?
God.
Where you're like looking
That-
for it and you're like, where is it? I did that the other day.
When
Like, I had my phone in my left hand, but
Uh-huh.
I'm right-handed.
I think I did that
And someone was
today.
like, it's not in my pocket. I literally just saw it on my bed. Where is it? And I'm like, oh,
that happens
that's
so
where it
much.
is.
Or like sometimes I'll just put stuff down. I'll just don't remember where I put it. I'll put this here.
Well, that's just like normal. I was just like forgetting shit.
Yeah.
One good habit I have is like when I do that, like specifically with my phone, I will generally have it in one of my two hands, and I'll be like, "Oh crap!" and I'll go down, pat like synchronously, throw on my stuff like in my hoodie pockets or in my pants pockets, and by at least the second tap, I'll notice that it's in one of my hands.
That's great.
Because I've done it to where I haven't noticed that it was actually in my
Man,
hand.
I have a
I did that
problem.
all the time with Legos.
Speaking of pockets and phones
Cellular devices.
and cellular devices, and I just got done with doing my swimmy workouts, and me and Chase were doing swimmies, and every time I jump into a pool, I take like 2 to 3 seconds to freak out in my mind because
The water's temperature.
no. because when I was in Hawaii, I was going down to the pool, and I put my cell phone in my shorts pocket the whole way
Like an
down. The whole way down from my hotel room to the pool, I was like, my phone's in my pocket. My phone's in my pocket. My phone is in my pocket. My phone's in my pocket.
And then it got to the pool.
I got to the pool. Doorway effect. My phone's not in my pocket. I set my towel down, all my sunscreen, whatever, and I'm like, oh, cool, diving section. 3, 2, 1, run and jump. Mid-air, I'm like,
My phone.
fuck balls. Damn it. Splash. And then I was just like, smacking myself. And everyone's looking at me like, what's wrong? And I did that stride thing where you can barely touch the bottom. I did that weird stride.
Yeah.
All the way to the shallow end. Get up. Climb up over the edge of the pool. Roll over on my back. Open my pocket. And I held it in my hands. And
like he was caressing a baby bird that fell out of a tree.
And I looked up at where my mom was sitting, and my mouth was just open, and I was so heartbroken. That was my first phone. That's the only one I've lost, too. And anyway, I got a new one while I was on vacation, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but that sucked.
That did.
And so now every time I jump into a pool, I will check my pockets about 30 times between the dressing and the pool. And even though I know there's nothing there, when I jump in the pool, I still freak out for those first 2 to 3 seconds.
So Dan was trying to play footsie with me under the table the entire time that story was going on.
I kicked your foot like 4
You're not wearing
times.
shoes.
Yeah, he's not. I'm wearing shoes.
How can you wear socks right now, Pelican? Like just socks. He
I don't know.
doesn't have any shoes on, and the floor is
Concrete.
concrete.
I have
Smooth
I'm-
concrete, it does not hurt.
But it's cold.
It's cold. So
You need to sit closer to the mic,
you
dude.
need to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Oh.
You can just not be, or you can just not have your audio at all in here.
Yeah, good
So your
luck.
input
Good,
won't
good
work.
luck
Yep,
editing
yep.
just my audio out.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Is that we
It's
couldn't
what-
fucking hear you.
What?
What? I was just trying to talk while Daniel was talking.
Anyway.
I don't know why.
So, what game really got you gaming, Dan? Because we went off on this huge tangent
I
for
didn't.
like
Zelda 4.
Zelda 4.
total
A
game.
Link to the Past,
Yeah.
probably. Or is that 3?
I couldn't say a specific game.
yeah.
Like
That's 3.
I played a bunch of games, but I have to say Nintendo 64 and NES started
That's
me
a
out.
game. That's a game, yeah. Actually, what really started me off, we didn't have a Nintendo 64 when they came out. We had the Super Nintendo. And
SNES.
yeah.
I had
I think there's one in that box right there.
I don't think I ever had a 64, but I had Sega Saturn, NES, and Super Nintendo thing.
SNES.
SNES.
Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah. I remember the blow on the cartridge thing.
Yeah, brings any
How,
game back
how
to
did
life.
everybody know? How did that's what you did?
Rumors.
Yeah,
Just
it
spread
was-
across country. Like when you're little kids and we used to play games, and then like your cousins would visit from like 3 towns over, and they know the game. Like just rumors and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It's just that the internet wasn't as
the internet.
Knowledge spreads
prominent.
fast.
Knowledge spreads fast without the internet.
Knowledge spreads faster with the internet.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
spreads
Yeah,
faster
yeah.
with the internet, but it still spreads pretty quick without the internet.
Yeah.
Like,
Vehicles.
yeah, and people communicating. It said that there's only seven people in between you and any other person on the planet.
Huh.
What?
Huh.
It is said that there's only 7 people. Like, you know someone.
It's only
that knows
possible
someone
for there to be
that knows
7
someone
people.
that knows someone that knows someone
Oh.
that knows this other person that has no real recollection but those 7 people.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's only 7.
Cousins, uncles, friends.
Yeah, you're like your cousin, uncles, friends, brothers.
Okay.
That's the thing is that I probably don't care about most of those people.
Yeah, but the thing is, like
I'm
it's-
never gonna meet them.
But-
probably.
but there's it shows how small and
Yes.
It
How
had
small
to-
the world is. Yes,
Yeah.
I
It shows
do
how
understand.
small and yes.
and yes.
Sure. So we haven't been able to do GTA Online in a while, like all at the same time.
I've been playing a ton by
But
myself.
yeah, Jacob bought the new house.
House. It's actually a house.
Yeah.
And he goes and every evening, people go on his fucking porch,
Yeah.
and he just kills them. He
No,
just-
I don't kill them all. I run over someone.
Kill them all.
I kill one or two.
I gotta have some humanity here.
Like, I kill one or two, and then the rest scream and run away, and I go back into my house, and then
Gotta let
they're-
the game breed. Kill half.
Get off my lawn!
shoot him in the legs. And then there's always people during the day waiting in front of my house for a car or something. No reason. Just,
Are you a pimp?
I don't know. There's girls' underwear all over my bedroom.
So maybe. That's what I'm getting out of this conversation is maybe.
That's what comes with the new house. Dirty.
What comes with a new house? Dirty underwear on your floor. Yay.
I don't know. I think I'll stick with my loft.
Yeah, I didn't have. It was actually pretty reasonably priced for. I don't have very much money.
It was 100,000, right?
Oh really?
150.
I only pay $75 a day. Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
It was 150,000 for my house, which
Okay.
is pretty nice.
Just okay.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say something.
I don't know.
Good
I don't
input.
know.
Amazing
What do you want me to
input.
say?
Solid input.
I don't know. Fuck.
Sorry, that was me.
You kick in the gallons?
You kicking the gallons.
What gallons?
It sounded like you kicked a gallon of, like an empty gallon of milk or something.
Oh, then stop it.
Stop!
So, I've been seeing everywhere on a bunch of YouTube videos that have songs in them.
Dowd Sandstorm.
Yeah.
But there's one thing that about, or
I don't
one
know.
thing
what
about
one thing
is,
that about-
So please explain
There's-
what the
hey,
hell is
wait.
going on.
I would like Lauren to
So okay,
explain.
there's these.
Okay, after he's done.
There's videos on the internet. Surprisingly,
What?
they have songs
What?
that are not mentioned. They're just songs. You know, like generic songs.
Yeah.
Generic songs that aren't mentioned but are in the background.
Yeah. And people used to always comment, what song is that at 4:05 or whatever the time was?
Yeah.
What song is that? And some genius got tired of that and came up with this idea. One of the most generic songs, one of the most overplayed songs from 2005 to 2010 was basically like the anthem of YouTube that no one knew the name of. It was called
Like
Sandstorm by Darude.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that.
So now, anytime someone asks, "What song is
Who's
this?"
that?
Darude Sandstorm. That's the comment. That's what song it is. That's what it
worst-
has to be.
There's only one problem with that meme that I've seen,
What?
is that even on, like, comments that don't have anything to do with the fucking song in the background, people are like, Dirty Sandstorm. They just have that somewhere in the comment randomly,
I looked
and
it
it's
up.
really dumb.
I looked it up and I thought it was genius. So on a couple of videos, I scrolled just waiting for someone to comment. What song is in the background? So I could,
and you're just like, boom.
yeah, didn't happen. I looked up the song, and every comment on the song is, God, does anyone know the name of this song? It's
Yeah.
hilarious. There's like 3 people who don't get it in the comment section, and they're
And they're-
like, why is everyone asking what the song? It's in the title. It's the funniest thing. That's one of my new favorite memes. It's just, everyone's just like,
The internet is
I
a
just don't
funny
know what
place.
the song is. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Copyright.
Yeah,
Anyways,
we're
Well,
not monetized, so it doesn't
I
really
think-
matter. Me
I
thinks.
started out on the Nintendo 64, but I think I got really into video games when I got my Game Boy Color.
uh-huh.
Because when I got that, I really started like trying to buy games for it a lot. So I think that's when I really got into games. Because I started out with Pokemon, and then I would buy like any Zelda games that were for it. And then after that, I would buy Zelda games for like my Nintendo 64 and stuff. And those games just got me into it.
When I was in early middle school, the first things that I actually got into was my mom had
Fourth
bought.
grade, middle school type thing that our weird school did, or 6th grade type middle school.
Not middle school, probably elementary school and stuff. Play teen-rated games or whatnot. My mom bought
Didn't.
my brother and I a PlayStation, just a little one,
PlayStation
to
2s.
like
PlayStation
play
1,
around with.
PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2.
I remember playing
played
PlayStation
like
1.
the Jack and Dexter series.
Yes.
Really loved those games. But I didn't have my own little console until it was Game Boy Advance SP.
Console.
That was the first little bit that I got. It was a little red bitch.
The only-
My brother had a Game Boy Color, and then he got a blue Game Boy Advance one.
My first console, I think, was the GameCube. My first personal console was the GameCube. But I'd always
I got a GameCube shortly after my PS2, so
Yeah. I always played like PlayStation 2, but I was a pretty casual gamer for a long time. Like just kind of, I wasn't like I am now, where gaming is my main source of entertainment besides music. Like I used to just kind of, I'll play a video game for a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes later, I'll go do something else. But like I don't know, when I was a lot younger, video games weren't as important. But that's changed drastically over time.
yeah.
It just turns around and around and around.
The only reason I'm doing that is because the mic seems that it's picking up irregularly, and I'm not sure how to feel with it.
Anyways, games have been a part of my life pretty much my entire life. So.
It's not
So
that they
far.
haven't been a part of my life. They were just not as big as a part of my life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think 7th grade was when when games really became more important.
Yeah.
Just because.
Whatever.
Just because I started to hate people then.
No, I've always hated people. Sorry, it's just a fact.
Why do you hate people?
I'm not a. I don't know.
They annoy me.
So, yeah, most people do annoy me.
I'm not annoyed by most people. I'm just annoyed by their behavior.
Then you're annoyed by most people.
Well, there's certain behaviors that people do as a group that I really don't like, but generally if I talk to somebody one-on-one,
Yeah.
they're a lot better about almost anything. I mean, there's
Yeah.
still those certain ones that aren't.
Yeah, but
Fun.
that's kind of comes with the person.
Yeah, because I'm generally nice to people, I hope.
I try to be as kind to people as I possibly can.
Yeah. Try to be polite and shit.
I try to be polite and shit.
I have no
Fucked
idea.
hard.
You guys lost me so far long ago.
It's okay.
I'm just stalling, basically.
That's good.
That's good. Stalling is a good thing.
We recorded the makeup podcast yesterday, so we don't really have too much to talk about.
I wasn't here.
Yeah.
So, Jake,
What are you doing?
you can record
Prick.
all of the things.
What do you do?
It
Yeah,
just-
I'll
Made it a
just
little
talk
clear.
about my feelings.
I'm sorry.
My feelings.
How do you feeling?
I feel very attacked right now.
I hope so.
I'm
Prick.
so not sorry.
I mean,
We're sorry.
Darude Sandstorm is the thing that's on my mind.
No, that's all that you've been talking about the last few words you've said.
Oh,
Besides
yeah.
Civilization, but we talked about that.
Oh, let's talk about.
No, let's not.
No,
It's not the Civilization podcast yet. It might be because I don't have anything.
Well,
else
just
to
let
do.
me know when you run out of things to talk about.
I will. Did we talk about the special edition of Destiny that's all announced and stuff?
No.
Let's do that.
You guys do that because I really don't know anything.
Well, I have a list actually.
A list?
We have
A
a
list.
list, so I'm gonna let him
A list
read
of all the stuff
list.
I've missed.
Stuff.
No.
Holy God.
Yes, my child.
There's actually a lot more than I thought there was.
I know.
Okay.
So
Right there.
there's 3 special editions of it.
Yeah, there's 3 different special editions of it. There's the Ghost Edition, which is it comes with
Ghost.
No, just the regular.
a steelbook disc case and a copy of the game,
Oh.
a field manual with handwritten in quotes notes.
So it's
I didn't mean to, I
basically-
didn't mean to write.
So basically, it was handwritten,
printed.
It was hand-
and then they printed it.
Basically.
photocopied.
Yes.
An
favorite.
antique in quotes again star chart, a Guardian folio, 4 postcards from the Golden Age.
Did it say Guardian Polio? Or
Folio.
Polio.
Folio. Folio.
okay, I heard polio, and I was like,
A Guardian disease.
"Did you know?" Oh,
The Destiny expansion pass. I'm not done yet.
New polio.
Yes.
Which includes a pass for expansions 1 and 2.
1 and
The
2.
House of Wolves
Okay.
and House of Shadows, I
Ooh.
believe.
House of Wolves
Right?
and Shadows.
Okay.
Am I
Stay
right?
tuned.
I can tell that he doesn't give a
You
shit
right?
about this.
Looking right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Actually,
Holy
yes.
guess.
Yeah.
Redeemable for expansion 1 and expansion 2. Doesn't have the names actually, so you're probably right. Collector's edition of digital content, la-di-da, ghost skin, and player emblems, and ship skins. Golden Age relics, a life-size replica of the ghost robot thing, which is a little
Is that what it says?
No,
And a life-size replica of the ghost robot thing.
Yeah.
See, I just forgot a robot. I have terrible memory. I can't remember the last
complete
three
with
words.
lights and Peter Dinklage dialogue samples.
Peter
Okay.
Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage.
guy
There's
who
also
did
the
that.
limited edition,
Which is
and
basically the same thing as the Ghost Edition, just without the
without the
Ghost
ghost
model.
Without the ghost, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah. and it's $50 less.
Yeah. And then there's
the
the
Ghost Edition's $150.
the last one, other than the digital edition, is the Destiny White PS4 bundle, which is $449.99.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. So you can.
Comes with a
I
white
know.
PS4.
It's already, like,
it's a 500 gigabyte PS4. You guys are having a completely different conversation, and it's fucking
Yep,
up the
there it
audio.
goes.
Oh, you already broke it.
I just broke my graduation bracelet.
It's
You
okay.
shall
I
not
lost mine
graduate.
like years ago.
Which I don't understand why they gave you those at 8th grade completion.
I don't understand why they gave me this because I like to chew on my bracelet.
Did you chew on it and break
Oh
it?
yeah.
Oh, that's
That,
what
that's what our conversation was just about. I'm
Well,
like,
now I can chew on it more
I was like,
because it's broken.
like,
There's
don't-
no point in holding back.
that moment, like the moment before, I'm like, Lauren, don't chew on that because you'll lose it, and then it breaks.
That's funny because I've chewed on this thing for months,
I'm like, hey, Lauren,
and then the one time you're like, you shouldn't chew on this. It's gonna. It broke. It's not good.
that's not good.
So what was the white?
It
PS4
comes
bundle?
with a
PS4?
copy of Destiny.
What'd you say?
The white
PS4.
Oh.
God.
The white penis 4 bundle.
Yes.
And it comes with, like, the white 500 gigabyte PS4 bundled with Destiny. And,
Everything in the Ghost
Yeah.
Edition, I assume.
it doesn't say that, but it says the bundle includes 30 days of free PSN or PlayStation Plus.
Ah.
So,
All right, and then there's one more edition, which is the digital copy edition.
yeah, I didn't really
Which
go over that just because it's
it comes with
digital
a little bit
download.
of the collector's edition stuff, and then it's just a digital copy of the game rather than.
It also
copy.
has the Vanguard Armory.
Oh yeah, and that
thing.
comes with the collector's editions too. And the
Oh, I
Ghost
didn't
edition.
see that on the collector's edition
Yeah,
bits.
but it comes with those editions. Come with it,
Comes
which is
with
basically just like free weapons and armor at the beginning.
Lauren,
Lauren just like spit his bracelet out of his
That
mouth.
was-
Spit like.
you just dropped it on the floor.
No, he
Oh.
dropped it on his wrist.
Well, it looked like the
That's where
floor.
it belongs. My wrist looks like the floor.
It's just sparkling with wetness.
It's fine, guys. You want to try it?
I'm good, actually.
I've had some.
Sparkling wetness.
I have also had some broken bracelet.
No thanks.
Oh,
I'm full
God.
on broken bracelet. I
Blanket.
didn't say
blanket.
blanket.
This is just become a podcast of us fighting over what words we say and don't say.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like the shittiest grammar Nazis around.
Awesome. I'll take that title.
We'll just call it the shittiest grammar Nazis around. Boom.
I guess I'll be the grammar Jew,
Oh, so the
being persecuted by the grammar Nazis.
the Master Chief connection.
What about it?
Collection. What about it? Yeah.
The Master
I
Chef
don't know.
collection.
What about it? Tell me.
I want
They
the
Tell me.
haven't
Master
released
Chef.
anything.
They haven't
new
released
on it.
anything new
Really?
yet.
Well,
Yeah.
what's sold on it? Did we talk about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
We
Oh.
talked about it in the E3 cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Hey,
they
Jacob,
didn't-
I do think that they should have during E3 when they were announcing it. I think they should have gotten like a car salesman up there, like someone like a late night.
Like, fuck, what's his name?
Late night talk show person.
No, like the.
Like the shitty commercials, like the ShamWow type
Like the
guy.
video-
Vince,
Type
They should have just got
seller.
Vince up there being
my
like,
boy,
like Halo. But wait, there's more. You get the
the Billy Mays type guy.
You
Yeah.
get Halo 1!
Halo 2, Halo 3, and Halo 4.
But wait,
There's more. You get beta for
Halo 5.
I don't know. I can remember that.
Why did you have to think about that?
I have
You get beta for!
What comes after?
What comes after
bad memory.
But wait, that's not it! You
Getting
get
on me for
every
shitty
Halo
memory.
map ever!
Did you
But
guys?
wait, there's more!
more.
You get Forge for Halo 2!
And there's remastered maps on Halo 2. And it's
All the maps are remastered.
Did you guys see the
Yeah.
the Billy Mays drive-through break thing?
No.
That was awesome. they're all like, all right, and what would Would you like anything else? Or no, they at the end of their order, they were like, all right, pull up to the front. And the guy's like, but wait, there's more. And he orders more stuff. It's the best.
That's kind of funny. It's moderately funny.
I used to watch a lot of stupid drive-through things.
Stuck in the
Now
drive-through.
that I think about it, yeah.
Like the drive-through songs.
Stuck in the drive-through.
Yeah, I used to watch drive-through songs all the time. They were so dumb, but I was like,
I was like 12.
nothing else to watch. I didn't know what to watch.
So
That
did
was
we ever talk
back
about the
when
World of
those were cool.
Warcraft texture update?
No.
No.
I mentioned
Well,
it. But,
there was a
Oh,
texture
yeah.
Texture
ape.
texture update
Yes,
of
texture
World of
ape.
Warcraft.
Yeah.
yeah,
I knew about
mentioned
it, but
Yeah, and it looks not as bad actually.
Does anybody know how to glue rubber together?
No idea.
oh, with
melt.
Burn it with fire.
All of it.
Melt
melt
it?
it. Yeah, you melt it together.
Oh, shin. I could totally do that.
Uh-huh. Or you
I
could get a little
forgot.
bit of plastic.
You know, I probably
You could-
should.
You can melt it together that way.
It's supposed to be important, right?
Yeah, but no one else has them.
Except
Well,
for you.
That means I'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
Then why did you fuck it up?
I don't, dude. I chew on these things, man. If it's on my wrist,
end
it's
of
gonna
senior-
get chewed.
on
That's
at
the way
end,
it goes.
At the
By
end
the
of
way,
senior
for-
year,
It's a golden equation.
at the end of senior year, it's gonna have like 8 places where he's melted it back
Yeah,
together.
it's just gonna be a bunch of straps. I'm just gonna have to singe it, glue it to my chest.
I feel
like,
like
guys, look, I got my
Particles.
bracelet.
it's just like growing skin over it.
Class of 15. Oh, man. Terrible.
Just
I could probably
0015.
get this around my ankle if I stretch it. Yeah.
Cut off
I'm gonna do
circulation
that.
to your ankle. Just
I don't need the left foot.
That was your
I
right
don't
foot,
walk
though.
anyway.
Oh, that's a test. We're about the same.
I gotta
size.
test it on my right foot before I put it on my left foot.
It's the same.
actually, if you're right hand dominant, your left side is bigger than your right side.
Protein of knowledge. It's not really applicable.
It's just
Hardly ever is.
I mean, I can
No,
What's
understand.
some situation where it's like, I would like to play a game. I'm like, my left side's bigger than my right side.
It's like, "Huh, I know this.
Oh man.
You want to run,
I-
you?
I don't think I'm gonna be on Jeopardy anytime soon.
I hope not.
This is not very helpful.
I could be on Jeopardy.
You
Although-
seem nervous. What? No, I'm totally relaxed right
we
now.
did have Minecraft Let's Play, or
No,
we did have Minecraft Jeopardy.
you brought up Jeopardy,
I love Jeopardy.
I could be.
and I'm just wondering, like, what question that would be to have the answer. What is the left foot is bigger than the right foot if you're right hand dominant?
The question would be protein of knowledge. There you go.
No, that'd be the category.
Yeah, protein of knowledge.
I'd be like, I'll go with protein of knowledge for 500.
Like, that would be the one that you just get every fucking thing right immediately.
I'm like, oh, that's easy.
That was George Harnikin, 2014.
Polio. The first polio vaccine was made of, I think, monkey liver in a blender.
Well, I can see how that could be applicable for somebody who studied the history of medicines, maybe. And even then,
Lauren, your
doubtful.
tongue is strange.
So colorful and gross looking.
We need to take pictures because no one else knows what we're talking about right now.
It's my bracelet.
Fuck.
I can't stop chewing on it. It's not even attached to my wrist anymore. It's attached to my mouth. What do you...
Maybe for the thing.
Pelicans.
Pelican, no
No.
fucking our wives.
Fucking my eyes.
Everybody thought the milkman was convenient. Until we found out he was fucking
Fucking
our
our
wives.
I'm not good
South
with
Park
that.
references.
Yeah.
Anyway. On top of
Yeah.
that, Jacob, how
Yeah.
often do you chew through your bracelets?
I don't.
Why not?
I don't chew my bracelets
Generally, I'll retire mine.
before you.
You're like,
chew
I've
through
chewed
them.
on this enough.
I'll know the limit.
Like when it starts getting holes in it.
Yeah, exactly like that. Daniel knows because I
That's
have I have a
really
monster
funny.
bracelet that is it's got like all of the center of it chewed out, but it's still attached because the sides, like the very outsides, are still together in a line, and I'm like,
It's a half-inch thickness bracelet. It's like
Maybe.
one of the little ones. But somehow, like, Lauren went to the bathroom one of the nights after I was staying at his house, and like I got up and I was about to leave or whatnot, and I saw his bracelet, and there was just like a hole out of it, and it didn't really look like teeth marks because for some reason the rubber, it just makes it look completely different
Yeah.
than teeth marks, and I was like, what the fuck happened to that?
About
Yeah.
And he just chews on his shit all the time.
I chew on a lot of stuff.
So I was talking to someone
I
on.
know why too. Go ahead.
Your fingers look like shit.
Oh yeah, my fingers are.
I was talking to someone on Skype the other
Your
night.
fingers are shit.
Oh, like a week or two ago,
Oh.
and I was like, I bet I can bite the top of this monster can off. And they're like,
I doubt that.
I doubt that. I bet you can't. I'm like,
For those of you who don't
Nah.
know, it's really easy to chomp off the top.
because it's like biting through thin aluminum.
That's because
That's
that's
exactly
exactly what
what
it
it
is.
Yeah. Wow.
Revelation.
Wow. But
Well,
it's,
wait,
there's more. And I bit it off, and they're like, "How can you do that? Your teeth must hurt." I'm like,
You are a god, sir. Marry me.
I'm like, I just,
Okay, Dan made it weird.
yeah.
That's how I assume
It's
that
actually a lot easier. It's a lot easier when the
What?
when it's still sealed because there's more pressure acting against you. Because if it's opened, it's actually. Goddamn. You guys don't care.
I know I do actually. Go
Because
on,
of your
please.
proteins of knowledge.
No,
Because
this one isn't protein. Is it?
yeah, it is protein knowledge.
Okay.
Because there's pressure built up in the can, so that there's more.
More,
Yeah,
more
it's
explosion
rigid.
when you bite
It's more
it.
rigid. So when you bite an open can, it'll actually be more likely to just cave under the pressure of your mouth biting on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
That's
It's not more rigid. It just there's a lot more back pressure.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Same thing, Dan.
Okay.
his defeat. Stop caring. Okay. Well, just fuck it.
Fuck her right in
I'm
the
over
pussy.
with it.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
Oh God.
We've given that a lot of attention.
Have we?
I think so.
In private conversation,
In private conversation, we have,
not.
but there's not really much to tell.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
Yeah, that's the whole
That's,
thing.
that's like a newscaster's nightmare now.
Yeah.
Is someone just
Story at
walking
11.
Well, fuck her right in the pussy.
Story at 11.
We went out there. We put our hearts out. Fuck her right in the pussy.
Everyone does it now. Like
Yeah, I feel like that's
it's a trend. It's got to be so hard on newscasters.
for some
I'd
reason.
be like, okay, guys.
Reporters. Sorry.
Like I can definitely associate that with being really rude, but the first 2 times with that guy, I don't know.
They
It was really
interviewed him
funny, very
twice.
unexpected when you go and
They interviewed him
Twice. The first
Yeah.
time he did it. The second time.
I mean, at the second time, I at least it's like you should know.
The
You
second
should know
time
by
ma-
now.
The second time made him internet famous. The first time just made him hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second time was the best though because he was all calm about it.
yeah.
Well, I was walked out on my porch. I opened up a beer. And fuck her right in the pussy. And there was newscasters like, oh, take the mic away. No. Awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of memes, do you guys have like favorite things that you're like trending now?
Oh God, probably.
I don't know what that means, really.
I mean, like
Like, what's your favorite meme?
Darude Sandstorm.
That's Lauren's favorite meme.
I think it's
The
hilarious.
favorite thing
I
that's
think
going
it's
on
the
right now
best
that you
thing.
kind of like.
Pretty much any. Oh well, what's going on right now is the World Cup, and like Germany fucking
Oh, yeah.
destroyed Brazil.
Yeah, they did.
Like insanely destroyed them, and
So-
that's
so
pretty
I've-
much
I've-
what's going on right now in my world of.
I have a
internet.
story about. I have a story about this.
I have a quick question. Brazil's colors are green and yellow, right?
Yep.
For all the World Cup stuff, I've only seen like green and yellow as the thing because it seems
'Cause that's where it is this year.
Yeah.
okay.
But
And
there's this. I know people from the Netherlands,
Mhm.
and one of my friends is really, really into the World Cup. So, like, I talked to her on Snapchat, and all of her snaps, like on her story, are like,
soccer balls.
no, it's like, go Holland, go kick ass, Germany. And I'm just like, it's like the most schizophrenic list of like, I'm just like, oh look, okay. Oh, okay.
Shout out to that one girl.
It's like, you go with your interesting sports. sports.
Do your thing, girl.
Do your thing, girl.
Which
Oh man.
watching sports on TV really isn't my thing, and it's definitely interesting. The World Cup is interesting,
I like.
but it's not really like my forte.
I would go watch the World Cup in person.
That would be awesome. I might not pay however much it costs, but I might.
If I was invited to go watch the World Cup, I would do it. But I would not sit around my house watching the World Cup because I think
I don't know. Soccer has become an un-American sport
Un-American?
because. Well, I don't know.
An
Americans,
American or un-American? I
What?
didn't hear you correctly.
is it like
Is
not
it
American?
American or is it un-American?
It's not American.
Okay, so it's an un-American sport. I didn't understand you. I didn't know if you said an American or un-American.
Well, yeah, soccer is kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like everywhere else but America.
America basically invented football with
We
2 O's and signed off on football with a U.
Which I would definitely rather watch soccer than, or European football or whatever you want to call it. I would rather watch
European
that.
Football.
well, the rest of the
I would
football-
rather watch football in the eyes of the rest of the world than football in America.
Everyone's like, oh, let's go watch the game. I'm like,
I'll pass.
I'll pass.
Like I might watch bits and pieces of the
Super Bowl.
the Super Bowl.
That's like-
strictly for the commercials because the commercials are funny sometimes.
They're hilarious.
Lately, I have not thought that about the
I-
commercials.
I haven't watched the Super Bowl in like a year and a half, 2 years.
One of my favorite commercials was the Volkswagen one. That was 2 years ago though.
Yeah,
The Darth
Last
Vader
year.
one.
No, the one where he's like the Jamaican guy from Michigan.
yeah.
Okay. I don't remember that one.
I don't
I'll have to look it
remember
up
that one
later.
I'll show you guys later.
But
Well, what are we?
well,
at?
that conversation ended really quickly. It's 41.
Hey, interesting fact about 40. There was a ship in built by an Egyptian
Person broken.
Lauren, let him talk.
Okay.
by an Egyptian pharaoh during Greek rule.
Don't have to be a dick, Lauren.
But it was called the 40. But it was said to be rowed by
Achilles,
no
Hades,
No.
Hercules,
Einstein.
no Greek
Anubis.
no. it was supposed to be rowed by like
Are you proceeding
80
again?
80 teams 80 team
80 Tim.
80 Tim.
I just imagine 80 Mr. Tims, and they're just like
80 teams of 8 people rowing in sync on
In sync.
in sync on 2 different ships with a platform going across. It was said to be the largest catamaran, and it was supposed to hold more men than a modern day
aircraft carrier.
aircraft carrier. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, that thing must have gone fast as shit.
No, it went slow as fuck.
Well,
That
that,
was the
many
joke,
people
yeah.
rowing though.
Yeah,
Don't.
it was a huge ship though.
They had to do that if they wanted to move at all.
All right,
Why the fuck?
you're just like
You keep mumbling.
Weird
What are you mumbling?
I'm
Speak.
I'm whispering my anger towards myself for breaking this fucking bracelet.
Well, you don't have to whisper it on the podcast. Go faff in the shower.
Daniel, now I'm not gonna know anyone who was in my grade the rest of my life.
Were you gonna wear that the rest of your life?
I was.
Yeah, sure.
What? Until it broke, I was gonna wear it.
Well,
Well,
you broke. So now you don't want to wear it.
Well, now I don't want to eat it. It's supposed to be special.
Mine melted in a house fire. Oh.
Well, dude, everyone's gonna be wearing these.
But that was a house fire. You
Everyone
just ate it, so
gonna
you has
be
to feel a
wearing
little
these.
bit worse about it.
Everyone's gonna be wearing these.
I doubt that.
Oh, boy.
Like maybe 4 or 5 people will, but I can guarantee like Bodie and Tyler won't remember what.
They're
it
not
was.
even in the school
They
anymore.
dropped out already.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
GED.
So yeah, they. I was right.
But wait,
There's more. But wait, there's more.
Oh God.
No.
There's not more. Sorry.
God, sorry for being so boring tonight, internet.
Who did we bring on? Who should we bring on Civ?
We could probably We could probably bring Rana on for a couple bits of
Rana
Civ
Antura.
for Civ.
Okay.
Uncivilized podcast as a guest sometimes. Which that will happen eventually. I hope.
I don't want to do it in podcast form, but yeah.
We'll just call it Uncivilized. That's what our thing's gonna be. We'll upload that.
Uncivilized.
But there will be. That's
Pun.
the pun. No.
Oh, you guys are
Pun, pun,
freaking
pun.
terrible. That's not even that. Is that a pun?
Not really.
That isn't a pun. That
Actually,
doesn't
it
seem
is.
like a pun.
Pun.
Civilized would be
Pun.
worse. Uncivilized makes it funny.
Uncivilized, but we're playing civilization would be a play on words.
Ironic.
Yeah, but
Wasn't
that's-
there a play on words?
Words.
No, I heard somewhere there was a play on words, and it was called The Play on Words.
Yeah.
Like, did
Yeah,
they
actually,
write?
They wrote a
Bunch of
play.
Like, did
That
they
was just-
did they do the play on books?
It was on words.
No,
Face
Dan.
blam!
It was on words. Obviously.
It was a play.
I don't understand your question.
I don't understand what it is.
Or you just said, I've heard of a play.
On
There was a play
on
on
words.
Yeah. What's that have to do with books?
I don't know.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
There's words in books. Like, I imagine like people doing Romeo and Juliet
There's a couple.
on a stage made of books.
What determines a book being a book?
Okay, I have an internet. Hold on.
No.
I wanna
Personally,
I
I
got
want
it.
to give my
Personally-
definition, and then let's see what the internet says.
let's personally.
I think that
Okay.
what consists of a book is any literary text that is published and has been distributed mainstream.
Does it have to be mainstream to be a book? Like, I've seen a ledger. Was that not a book?
Was that an audible?
That's
not
a
a-
ledger.
That's a ledger.
But I would.
But is it not a book?
Held together with some sort of binding in that's what I got.
It's held together with some sort
Okay,
of binding.
my version is
Drunk pelican.
okay. It's gotta be.
my
It's gotta
version.
be pieces of paper that are bound together in some way. And it's got a back.
Okay, for some reason-
it's got a cover. It's got a back, and it's got a spine.
It's got a spine.
Mine's
Yes,
a little
and there
more
has to be
simple
at
than that.
least there has to be more than 50 pages of paper, but there doesn't have to
Okay.
be words in it.
That's also
for it to be a
untrue.
book.
Well, there's booklets and then there's books.
Okay.
Boom.
We will do the definition,
That's
like the
my
actual
book.
definition. But I want to say you're sitting in the chair in a very, very weird way.
Am I?
And when you were like waving your finger around for a bit, you looked like that drunk baby with like a glass of beer by it. Like there was a meme picture of that a
The
while
one that's
ago.
like-
It is like
None of us ever answered the question, what is your favorite meme?
that's because I don't have
No
one.
matter.
But my definition of a book would be like words on paper. They go about like the
they
same.
go about.
Go about the
Words.
same
They
topic.
They continue about the same topic, and they don't have to be like they should be binded. Yes, I would assume they should be
Yes.
binded together.
So I can give you a piece of paper,
But if it's
and I
not
can
binded,
put a bind on it, and you're like, "This is a book." If it talks about the same thing.
okay, let me look it up. What after you? What do
Lauren
you
doesn't
think a book
read
is?
books.
A book.
He writes books.
A book is anything that takes longer and is more boring than a movie.
I personally don't agree with Lauren's statement.
don't care.
I don't either. There's two different definitions that could be said. This is the actual definition provided by Google. Google. Book.
you, Google.
I only trust Webster's.
Book.
Yeah.
Book.
That's the definition.
A
of
written
a
or
book.
printed
Book.
consisting of pages glued or sewn together along the side and bound in covers. Or a bound
Go.
set of blank sheets
Wow.
for writing or keeping records in. So a ledger would technically be a book.
And what's the other definition?
Those were the two.
Something
Ledger.
that takes
Those are the
longer
two.
Look up Webster's definition.
and
I
is
don't-
more
Look at
boring.
Urban Dictionary is the definition of
movie.
a book.
Oh, don't do it. Don't. It's just not gonna be good no matter what it is. I really like my definition. I worked
Definition
hard on my
of very
definition,
monsters.
guys.
It's actually yours is more entertaining than whatever the fuck this conversation
I
is.
appreciate mine.
A set of
Yes.
printed sheets of paper that are held together inside a cover.
A
A
long.
long written work. A long written work that can be read on a computer. Also a book, apparently. I don't really agree with that.
What
Well,
constitutes long?
That's a good question.
A set of sheets of paper that are inside a cover and that you can read information on.
That's what constitutes long.
That's what constitutes book.
Okay, look up Urban Dictionary definition.
There won't be one.
There might
Why
be
would there
one.
be one?
I don't know.
It'll just say stupid. That's a book.
It's like people
Dumb.
don't read.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
There's so many movies that are just so much better and less time consuming.
Oh, there is.
There's a definition for a book.
Okay, one second.
I don't.
This one's kind of funny. Urban Dictionary says a book is an object used as a coaster, to increase the height of small children, or increase the stability of a poorly built furniture. Where do you want me
Of
to
a
put your
poorly
drink?
built-
Oh, just leave it on that book.
Of
Okay.
a poorly built furniture.
Awesome.
Of poorly built furniture.
built sentence.
Ad-libbed a little bit.
You
And
know, Urban
incorrectly.
Dictionary has gained a +1 respect for me.
It's
They
funny.
weren't very high, but
Dude, one
That's
time
+1.
I was in health class, and some kid in my class got our teacher to look up a word on Urban Dictionary.
What was it?
I don't remember, but it was hilarious.
Awesome story.
Like, it was definitely
oh my god.
like sexual. It was
well,
funny.
we had a new ag teacher,
Oh,
and
What
there's
the hell is ag?
agriculture.
Oh,
There's this
all three of us in one.
there's this kid, Newt, and
Newt.
regrets. Where were it?
and
Newt.
Newt.
and we had to do a project on the various types of poultry animals, and
Oh. Yours was boats.
well, that's
No.
a different story.
It's a different story.
A couple of years ago, and his was on. He chose the chode.
And then
Now,
Uh,
okay, the new agriculture teacher didn't specialize in poultry, so when Newt got up to do his presentation on the chode, which was another word for a baby chicken.
okay. I didn't know that.
Not really. It's not. But,
Oh, really?
Yeah. He gets up there and he says, I did my presentation on the chode. The whole class is just like flabbergasted and like they don't laugh because they think the teacher's gonna freak out on him, and she's just like, and then the class laughs, and Newt's like, I'm trying to do my presentation here. I don't know what's so funny. And he's like, she's like, did I approve of the chode, like that animal? And he's like, well, it's just a baby chicken. She's like, yeah, well, maybe, but I don't know what a chode is. And then the class like freaks out, busts out laughing. And then that word, now that word is permanently banned from our school.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
It's funny.
I don't know what a chode is. It was the best.
There's a lot of weird
People?
like rules that are school.
Oh yeah, there are.
Like
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
have any handshakes because
Oh,
in
yeah,
our
no-
school
no
that
secret
has less
handshakes.
than 175 people, they're worried about gangs
They're worried about gang activity.
in a school
Are you
my
fucking
God.
kidding me?
And it-
The
that has-
whole school would be a gang.
It's
that
in
has
the plan.
There would
less
be one gang.
than 175 people. Gangs everywhere.
It's listed in our planner. It's
Yeah.
a
Is it
rule.
It
serious?
is a school rule because they're
No,
afraid
no secret handshakes.
of gangs
They don't want gang activity.
in our school.
Your
So-
administrators are dumb.
So
I'll go.
So there's that.
yeah. What else? You're not allowed to have energy drinks.
What?
Well,
you
that
guys
seems-
break that
okay.
rule all the time.
That was enforced this year. And
But it was the
for,
least-
for one day.
Mr.
And-
Zemwalt.
And it's still a rule.
But it's not
It's not
enforced.
enforced.
I've opened a monster right in front of our principal, and just
All
like,
the time I do.
like, what's up?
I have one every morning, and so I'll just walk by.
And just be like, hey.
They just don't care. The first day, they were like, didn't you read that you're not supposed to have those anymore? And I'm like, yeah, you want to stop drinking coffee? Okay. Well,
That's technically an energy drink. If you
This
really
is
consider it.
this is my morning.
you're hilarious. So
Yeah.
that's great. Good one.
Good
What
one.
other
I'm
dumb
gonna go
rules
to
does your
class
school
now.
have?
What other
Oh, you just two? Just two? and that makes
there's
it
other
cool.
ones, but they're just.
You know how things.
What was that rule in middle school? You can't wear hats. What the fuck?
That's actually their rule in high school.
Huh?
It
was.
was a rule at our high school. For
What is up with that rule? What do you think you're gonna do with the hat?
Oh, you're wearing a hat.
Can't
Fucking
recognize
gangs.
you. Can't
He's doing
recognize
drugs.
You.
Yep.
Can't recognize you wearing a hat.
On camera.
I don't see why that matters.
I am like the only person at our school that wears beanies. Like I do. Like no one else wears beanies like I do. Everyone else has like the ones with the balls on top.
Fucking hipster. No, I'm just kidding.
And I was like, those are
Little
weird
football
looking.
hat. Dude, I actually want to get a beanie that's a piranha plant, and it's got the little, ball sticking off the top, but that's
That's the stem?
that's the pipe, and then the actual part that goes over your head is the mouth of the piranha plant.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
I'm gonna look that up. See if I can get a picture of that stuff for the link or
Like
the
this?
video.
I have no clue, but it should.
If it doesn't, we should make one.
I don't know how to knit.
I know how to win it.
That's
I don't know how to win it.
what I heard. I was like, what?
I know how to knit.
We'll win it. How did you throw a W in there? I know how to win it. I can win it all. Oh dear.
I do know how to knit though.
Okay.
Okay.
I
So,
don't
and
know how to dent. I threw a fucking in there. What the hell?
Rule may never know.
What are
What
you?
is wrong with this word? We should ban this word from Soldier Side.
What word?
Knit.
Knit? I don't see the problem with knit.
It's hard to say sometimes.
There's also
Yeah,
there's also a really big. They made this really big deal about walking on the right side of the staircase.
Oh yeah, they did.
Like this
'Cause they were,
huge deal.
Well, yeah,
We're in
'cause
America! We drive on the
that one
right!
actually kind of makes sense
Yeah,
with the
but-
whole fire emergency thing.
Yeah, but
But
like,
I don't care about any of that. I'm just worried about my personal self, and for that reason, I like that idea because people in the fucking halls at our school are fucking retarded.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Let's stand in the middle of a fucking
yeah.
hallway.
There's not other people in the world.
Like,
There's just me.
in
So
the
it's so
junior hallway.
fucking annoying.
there's like people laying down, and like I've
lay down in the
I've
halls.
had to step over people to get to where I was going. I'm like, this is kind of ridiculous.
I started losing it towards the end of the year with the junior high. They were the worst about it. They start crowding up in. They'll make like a cluster, and
Like, at the top
I have
of the
a
stairs.
lot of shit I have to carry around that year. I had a guitar case, I had a binder case, and I had a backpack. I had all three of those things plus my monster I had to carry around. So, yeah, I wasn't happy when things got in my way. I walked up and there's this cluster, and I just push myself at them, and I'm like, move, 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 and they're just like, God.
The funniest thing about that
I'm like,
is that you
move.
said you had a monster
No
and you had a
forgiveness.
bunch of other things. Is that I don't understand how you didn't walk through that hallway without spelling it all the fucking time.
No, Lauren-
Because you had a binder in your hand today.
Oh,
you had an
God.
Arizona.
I had a folder
in
in
Arizona,
Arizona.
and he was
fucking hold
completely
it.
helpless.
He couldn't hold it.
completely
Two
helpless.
things. I have two hands. I don't know why.
I don't know why those two things like befuddled you. You're just like you were like Krona for a second. I was like, I don't know how to deal with this. And it was
Process.
couldn't process shit. It was terrible.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but I'm always like, they always, when we had study hall right before lunch, and we'd always just leave all our stuff in the cafeteria because we didn't do jack in our study hall. So,
Poor Jack.
and there's like, but there was like this huge crowd of 7th and 8th graders,
Sadly.
like sitting right in front of the cafeteria. So you had to like part the Red Sea.
7th graders.
You're like, I am Moses.
Was red the color that was in that year? They're like, fuck our pride. Because your school colors are blue and stuff.
Red and blue.
Okay, then
Red
never
and blue.
mind.
yeah.
It's always blue and white.
Go fuck ourselves.
Oh, fucking our water.
Oh dear.
But
Yeah, I did start to lose it towards the end there. I was just like, no.
yeah,
They gotta learn sometime. If they haven't learned this far, someone's gotta teach them.
So,
And
did
I'm
I ever
happy to
tell
be
you
that
about
teacher.
at our high school? Well, particularly Pelican. Pelican graduated from Coquille, and I'm gonna graduate this next year.
So are we.
There used to be Cubbies, and there used to be a senior hall.
Yep.
They tore up all the Cubbies,
Okay.
and they're giving that hall to the 7th and 8th graders.
Yep.
So that's
That-
really
that
shitty for
happens.
That's
us.
because they're moving the 7th and 8th graders. They don't have anywhere to put them.
Yeah, but it's still bullshit. I don't care.
Um,
Like, move them in with the freshmen. They get to share lockers.
The junior sophomore hall got moved this year because they moved the 7th, 8th graders to one corner of the school.
Good.
Yeah.
But a lot of, like, it started out when you were in freshman hall, you're at the very bottom of the main part of the building. And then sophomore hall was one of the sides of the... You're gonna... Just stop.
Melbourne Taurus bracelet.
You're gonna...
Stop fucking with it, and Jesus.
Why? Dude, it's gone though.
Stop fucking with it in Jesus.
Isn't it broken?
What did
though?
Jesus ever do to you?
Isn't it done though?
Yeah, what did I do to you, Dan?
No, I was saying, like, stop fucking with Jesus.
Isn't
You
it,
wasn't fucking with me.
isn't it broken already though? Like what? Why can't I?
I could fix it for you.
Okay.
No, you can't. Not anymore.
I could still fix it. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
I
You're a
do.
doctor of bracelets.
I thought
You're a
you
man
were-
amongst
Wait.
Uh, I treat it like it's so special. Like I should care about it.
And then you just don't.
I should though. Shouldn't I?
So, do we have any more stories?
Isn't that supposed to be a big deal? It's keeping you.
Because it
yeah,
is-
I don't understand why they just don't make all the lockers into double lockers.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why don't they
Like-
just stack them,
Yeah.
right? Like, why
So
don't they make small
there's
lockers?
one on top and one on bottom.
Because
I-
logic
oh,
doesn't work in the lowest fucking school in Oregon.
Exactly.
So,
Why don't they? Instead of that, take the bottom part, put it on top of the top part.
What?
What? Yeah.
Same
I bet
thing.
that she-
No, because
Yes.
like, nah.
Yes.
Black
'Cause
magic.
I can reach those top ones. I can work that top locker. That bottom one, nah.
Well, how many people are tall though?
Actually, in
Me.
our school,
I'm tall enough.
like, there's a lot more tall people than there are short people. So there's this huge problem where all the tall people all stuck on the bottom.
Automatically just get sent to the bottom.
Did you ever tell
You don't like it to...
the story about how Myrtle Point being Myrtle Point, there's the assembly about
Being Myrtle
cats
Point?
or whatnot? Or not. It was assembly, but they started off the assembly with a cat joke.
Oh God.
I wanted to have that as
Myrtle-
the ending note.
Okay. Well,
I guess.
That's
we
really
we
funny.
had there was an ag assembly, and
God.
the
I remember this.
oh my God, Myrtle Point. In Myrtle Point, house cats are just annoying nuisances. They're not.
They're
really
everywhere.
pets.
They're everywhere.
Uh,
Everywhere.
So,
And my neighbors,
and all the Hicks hate them.
all my
Which is most
neighbors,
of the school.
my neighbors feed cats outside. They
So
just
there's
leave a
just a
bunch
shit
of
ton
a
out there.
pile of food outside. The cats don't eat it. The raccoons do. So there's like 8 raccoons in my neighborhood. And I take walks late at night.
And raccoons come up to you like, hey, get some food. I need
Like
to get a ride.
change. No, and I've been chased by a raccoon almost every night I've been on a walk.
Stop walking in your
Dude.
neighborhood.
Just carry like a slingshot or
Gun.
something.
Noodle.
Pump action shotgun.
Anyway,
Bye.
so at this assembly, the FFA chick tries to start out the assembly with like a cute little pun,
Pum, 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 pum.
and she's like, "What do you call a pile of kittens?" And the correct answer to the joke, which everyone's supposed to go, I don't know what. She's going to say a meountain.
And you know what a bunch of
Terrible
people
pun.
say?
Anyway, so she says, "What do you call this pile of kittens?" And first person front row, target practice.
Literally, like, and then someone way off was like, something to shoot your 22 at?
Yeah, the whole assembly's like everyone's just laughing now. Like,
'Cause
no one cares.
Things
about
to
the
kill.
assembly.
No.
They just think that the joke was hilarious, and so everyone's just talking about that the rest of the
And-
30-minute assembly.
And no one else paid attention.
Yeah,
No one,
pretty
no
much.
one paid attention for the entire something. I was like, this is kind of boring. Mr.
Target
Zemmel.
practice.
So, like,
That is quick-witted in a bad sort of way.
Mr. Zemmel always takes phones, but he goes home early
With
last
the
year.
phones?
No, he went home early last year. So when we had assemblies, he would always be like, "Oh, phone, phone, phone." I'd be like, "This year I just texted all the time because he's not gonna be like, oh, he has a phone." And no other teachers I had this year gave
Give a shit. And they
No,
shouldn't.
they
That's the
stopped
thing, is
caring.
that you're at school for your own personal learning thing. You are supposed to be there so you can actually learn. You're basically given this education.
As long as you're not affecting others.
Yeah, as long as you're not being a dick, you might as well.
Oh, that reminds me of one story I have to tell as in closing.
Oh, okay.
Because we are an hour.
We're at 105.12.
My aunt's from
I'm out.
20.
So, I was sitting in class with Lauren. It was the year before last during anatomy, botany, and ecology, and we were sitting in the back of the class. And I was sitting back there texting, and just chilling, just texting, whatever. And teacher's like, "Hey Jacob, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Texting. You want my phone?" And then she's like, I can't I can't do it.
He was honest. What the fuck?
Do you want this? I mean, it's not that big a deal to me. And she's like, I don't know how to process this.
I can't deal with this. Ragnarok.
And then she's like, no, just keep it. And I was like, okay. And like, then she turns around and I just go back to texting. And then I was like, meh.
Good.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
All right, man.
that seems like
this
that-
has been a podcast
Podcast
brought to you by
by
Soldier Side. If you like our channel, subscribe.
Oh
please.
god,
no,
don't
no.
do the like and subscribe.
Don't.
Please like and subscribe to my
guys are
YouTube channel.
fucking
Screw it.
Alright, well, thanks for listening if you did.
Pelican
Tuesday.
and I are gonna go play Civ, and
Alright.
Daniel is going to do a thing, and then Jacob is the Minecraft, and
Okay.
Minecraft.
Bye, everybody.